Hey everyone, thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Well, the tropics really quieting down in a hurry after we were tracking that one tropical wave that was moving across the southern and the central Caribbean. You can still see some disorganized thunderstorm activity. It moved over Jamaica, the southern Bahamas, but it quickly got teared apart as it was tracking off to the northeast. So originally, we thought this would be our next and potentially last named storm of the season. But as it started to encounter some stronger wind shear, not really favorable for that system. So it quickly lost any potential to gain anything more in strength. And that's what we expect over the next few days. It'll slowly just drift off to the northeast, some disorganized shower and storm activity around it. But otherwise, a lot of wind shear moving off the coast of Florida, off the northeast coast as well. So it's that time of year where we won't really expect much additional development as it moved out of those really warmer ocean waters as well. Other than the wind shear and the water temperatures, those were the main reasons that storm really only had a small window to develop, and it just did not do it in time. And as we look at our water temperatures around the state, they're really starting to cool off. We need temperatures in the 80s, even the mid 80s is favorable for development. So now that we're seeing water temperatures down to the 60s and 70s, even into the Caribbean, not really going to expect any spin ups here as we are just days away from the close date of this hurricane season. And as we look back on some of the stats so far this year, it was a relatively active season. We had a total of 20 storms compared to an average season of about 14 storms. We had 7 hurricanes this season. 3 of those were Category 3 or higher. And part of the reason we stayed active was that El Nino pattern setting up in our ocean waters that typically drives above average ocean temperatures in the Atlantic, and those warmer temperatures help more storms spin up. But the good news, even though we did have quite a decent number of named storms develop, a lot of those didn't make landfall, so they stayed in open waters, and we are just about a week and a half away from closing out this 2023 hurricane season.